So what is AMD and Nvidia planning to do about the graphics card shortage? Well, they both definitely have plans, but they are a bit different in their approach. Both AMD and Nvidia have been facing severe supply issues since last year, and the reason behind this is due to several constraints due to the pandemic, which is hindering the production process. TSMC has been at near 100% production capacity, and yet GPU manufacturers have been unable to meet the huge demand in the consumer segment, along with the huge demand from the mining segment as well. Kicking things off with AMD and their latest earnings call, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su promised to ramp up production of the AMD Radeon RX 6000 RDNA 2 based gaming graphics cards. Now, the RDNA 2 powered gaming graphics cards from AMD have been in short supply ever since day one. And according to AMD's CEO, the company is expected to ramp the production for its Radeon RX 6000 series based gaming graphics cards based on that RDNA 2 architecture in the coming quarters. Now, the Red Team also expects the RX 6000 series GPU sales to grow significantly, so we can expect an increased supply to the retail channels. At the same time, Dr. Su states that the current RX 6000 series gaming graphics cards demand still exceeds the supply, and we have heard similar statements from Nvidia's CEO Jensen Huang. Now, industry analysts have hinted that the GPU supply constraint issues will persist until the end of this year, and we can expect things to normalize early of next year. Now, AMD acknowledges that its graphics card revenue for Q1 2021 increased with a double-digit percentage gain versus the previous years and sequentially as well. Now, we do have to keep in mind that the Radeon RX 6000 series gaming graphics cards were never sold at their advertised MSRPs outside of the AMD website. Now, the pricing for the cards is now 2x over the MSRP due to the high demand. And the AMD Radeon RX 6900 XT has an MSRP of $999 US, but the cheapest custom models cost at least $1399. And, well, they're out of stock for months, so I mean, whatever. Recently, the Navi 21 XT-XH GPUs, which were launched, went up for over $2,000, which is simply insane. Now, on the other side of the fence, Nvidia's GeForce RTX 30 series graphics cards will soon be getting a Lite hash rate refresh to tackle cryptocurrency mining. Now, as reported by Video Cards, the LHR series is already in the works, and Nvidia has updated its board partners for shipping commencing in the middle of next month. Now, the differences between the existing Nvidia RTX 30 series and the RTX 30 LHR, or the Lite hash rate series, is going to be the inclusion of a new hash rate limiter, which is stated to be impossible to bypass. And the new graphics cards will also be featuring a brand new GPU SKU under the GA-2 branding, which will come with resizable bar support out of the box. Currently, users running existing RTX 30 series graphics cards have to flash their vBIOS to access that feature. And with the 2 series of the GPUs that will be shipping in the middle of May, we can expect graphics cards with the new chips to start hitting the retail shelves, or online shelves, or mining rigs by June of 2021. Specifically, the prices for the Nvidia GeForce RTX 30 series Lite hash rate series cards will not be changing. So, how to tell if you have an LHR or a non-LHR GPU? Well, I mean, you could try mining with it, that'd be a first giveaway, but you need to disassemble the card yourself to look at the code name on the GPU to see if it's part of the GA-2 series lineup, or you could wait for the hardware detection and monitoring software to get updated to support these new GPUs. Also, for those wondering, flashing an old BIOS to the new cards won't work due to a different device hardware ID. This means that there's an additional parameter outside of the GPU driver handshake that will prevent the BIOS firmware upgrade from working on newer cards, and that may totally limit full hash rate performance for cryptocurrency mining algorithms. Now, this approach won't affect the drivers since the device ID remains the same, and Nvidia won't have to prepare a new set of drivers for its new Lite hash rate restricted Ampere GPUs. But it looks like this solution will be somewhat complicated for miners to bypass. Only a new driver which would lock cryptocurrency mining and enforce the hash rate once again will be available for the revised GeForce RTX 30 series cards, and Nvidia will be keeping a close eye on its driver releases this time around. We'll certainly see how well this goes compared to their first try, which, to be quite honest, failed spectacularly. And I want to thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you like what you've seen here and you like getting news daily, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there in the corner. And if you've missed out on news in the past and you want to catch those, check out one of these videos over here.